just sharing the evening, the sunset. It's been a lovely day. I've been here, this is my third day out, and I definitely made the right decision coming back out here. Hey, Charles. Oh, hey, how you doing? Charles from St. Mary's. I'm down in DuBois. Yeah, I'm out stealth camping now. Just sharing the sunset. I'm just doing it as a video diary so I can look back and say, yeah, I remember that. That was nice. I wish I could make some videos the way I used to. My iCloud is jammed up. So I could film every now and then, like a couple of minutes. But then it shuts me down. Here's my little abode, my little cathedral. It's a little dark for the camera. There's the tent. A heck of a canopy. And as you can see, I walled it off with a lot of camouflage. Although you can't see it because the camera is not picking it up. Because, I don't know, junky phone camera. So, sorry the video is a little boring. Like I say, a lot of this is just my video diary for me. Stealth Camping Adventure 2025. I'm definitely glad that I came out. I think I made the right decision, and I expressed that optimism and trust with some sensible caution because I don't feel invisible, and I know things can turn bad. So I respect life, and I try not to walk through fire. I try to move slow through life as I get older. Wow, there's actually 11 people watching me. That's pretty cool. 11 people out there. This is Noah Road. I'm just sharing my evening. I'm out stealth camping in Western Pennsylvania. I'm trying to get my body back in shape for all this stuff too. Ah, how you doing there, Jaslyn? Yeah, I'm going to keep this short, unfortunately. I'd like to talk a little longer, but I don't have a lot to say. There's some people that follow me and keep up with me, and I just want to let some of them know that I'm all right. I'm about 1.5 miles north of Interstate 80, south of St. Mary's and north of DuBois in Clearfield County, PA. I've been stealth camping this area on and off for years. I feel pretty comfortable in this neck of the woods. And compared to the national average, the crime is reasonably low. I do mean that compared to the national average from what I've seen. And compared to other places, or most places I've been, or on YouTube and news and all that stuff, I think the people up here are pretty darn good. And I think it's a good strategic location, and the only thing that kind of sucks about this is the winter. But it provides me some really good camping. I'm along a set of railroad tracks, but these are it's just a small branch line. Sometimes there isn't a train that goes by for a week, and it only goes up about 10 or 12 miles to an old coal mine. So there's not much action here on this set of tracks. And at nighttime, I basically just get this place to myself. There is a crossroad just up this way, and I gotta kind of be a little cautious during the day. Pop out and get too comfortable walking back and forth on the railroad tracks or something, because somebody crossing those, tracks could see me. But this is the time I really like, because then I can kind of my hiding and walk up and down the tracks and relax, and I do a lot of deep thinking and soul searching, and usually, I mean, so far, I mean, I don't know, I've used this spot on and off for many years, and I always have a good night's sleep here. This is my third night out. I took over a year off of the stealth camping because I think, I'm starting to get older and my body's getting tired, and I needed the rest, a long stretch of rest. So I took advantage of it. I've learned a lot about myself, and I think I did a lot more formal training in my spiritual journey and my spirit path. I really hit the books upstairs, in the brain, and I really aligned my head and my heart on a lot of things that I really wasn't quite as prepared for as I thought. So I got a lot of help with that by my recent stay at an apartment. But I could just tell I was starting to kind of spoil. Things were going downhill, and I had to scrape together some funds that I wanted to invest in something else other than rent. So I decided to give up the apartment, and my landlord and I are still on good terms if I ever go back. And I made an investment in more time in a storage unit, so in case I ever fall on hard times, I have a little nest egg of survival, stocked up and stored up and things like that. And that's the way I went. And now I'm just getting to it. I'm getting used to it, my head, wrapping my mind around this. And I'm kind of letting the dust settle for a while, because this is a pretty safe area. And I'm letting my body adjust. And then I plan on doing a couple of short journeys, like from DuBois to Punxsutawney. And there's a couple of trails down there. I think it's called the Mahoning Shadow, and it's really beautiful down there. And between DuBois and Punxsutawney, it's beautiful landscape with lots of Amish and everything. It's just lovely. And yeah, I take that trip in about a week. I just want to kind of gear up and get my body back in shape, and to get my courage, because it takes a little bit. It takes more than courage, just, and to be cautiously optimistic about things. I'm older, and it takes a little longer to wrap my mind around things, and it takes me a little longer for my body to recover from exercise. And the world is changing so fast. Things are intense and kind of amplified, as far as legal side of life. If you're homeless and you're backpacking and you're just kind of camped out under a tarp and somebody pretty legal on you real fast, that's what I worry about here. Even this spot, it's on the very edge, but it's on the edge of somebody's property. If the wrong person came by at 3 o'clock in the morning, because they just snoop around, and if they saw my tent propped up, it's like, man, they could raise hell with me. That's just the reality of this life. You got to be careful. You got to be cautious. You have to have a sense of trust. You got to be calm in those stressful situations. You got to know how to deal with people. And you've got to have different motives, I think, than to just survive and eat and I don't know. Like a lot of people are so good. You've got to have genuinely good motives, I think. That is what makes the biggest difference in life, especially as you get older, and even more so if you're living on the road like I am. It's motives, the heart, the character, you know. Life reveals character. It doesn't build character, it reveals it. When life starts putting the squeeze on you, that's when you really realize and you really begin to understand a person's true motives. And it takes years to find a person once that person's motives are truly revealed and that person's character revealed, whether for evil or whether for good. Life will refine that character in the person. Anyway, that's just a little note on my journey. And I appreciate anybody who's watching and keeping up with Old Noah Road. If I had a better phone, I would definitely make some videos. But the problem is I got this iCloud issue. It's a 5-year-old phone, and I just don't have, another phone. Maybe there's a solution. I can't figure it out. I've deleted everything that I can. I don't want to delete every single memory and picture. I probably got like 40 or 50 pictures that I haven't deleted, and I deleted a lot of apps that I don't use. And I think it's ever really totally deleted. I think everything that you filmed is just so. Hey, how you doing, Sherry? I think everything just gets condensed and consolidated, and it's still left in somehow. And after a long time, the phone just gets old and jammed up, and the iCloud just won't film anymore. And I think that's what I'm dealing with, and I just need a new phone. But anyways, I think I'm going to, I gotta save my battery power because I don't have access to electricity. I got like 3 or 4 battery packs that are charged up, but beautiful night, isn't it? Here in Western Pennsylvania. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, I was just talking about my iCloud having a problem. It's too jammed up with old, videos and pictures and everything. And even though I delete everything, it still says that it's full. So every time I go to make a video with my video camera, it says iCloud is full. Every now and then I can get away with a 2 or 3 minute video or a 40 or 50-second video. I'm going to end on the moon. What do we hear? It's a half a moon now. It's a beautiful evening. There we are. Well, thank you all for watching. I got to save my battery power, and I just wanted to kind of say hi, and I just wanted to leave a memory for my video diary. So if anybody is new or interested in the content, playlist of all of my old Noah Road videos, and there's some are called walkthroughs and some are drives with a friend, some of my humor, but my old stealth camping videos, which are like 15-20 minute videos, they're on best of mode, favorite stealth camping, I think it's called. So just in case anyone's watching and they want to check out some of my real material, I would recommend going to my playlist if you got time and you're interested. All right. With that said, I'm going to let you all go, and I wish you all a wonderful summer. Hope to see you all again. Thanks for watching Noah Road. Over and out for now. Got to save some battery power, and I'm going to walk back and forth on the railroad tracks, and about 10:30 or so, some sleep, and hopefully wake up and have a lovely day tomorrow. And hope the rest of you do as well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and God bless. Oh, there we go.